everybody. Check. Okay.
Hello.
Your mom isn't optimal. Sorry, I'm yelling it. Was that the Twitch pre-sting? Oh, god damn it. No. Hold on. Consistency. There we go. Correct station identified. Holy shit. You all know. I was about to preamble this with, you ever have one of those days, but everyone has had one of those days. But this is one of those days where literally everything I'm doing is taking about 15 to 20 minutes longer than it should.
Every day is one of those days for me.
So it has been an unfortunate morning / early afternoon. Anyway, hello everybody, I am PyroFalkon, and this is Hand of Fate 2. I am joined by the Akamura.
Hello.
And I was inspired to play this game after playing Inscription. I know Hand of Fate is not Inscription. I did do the original Hand of Fate, but that was like Streaming Sundays number 52 or something, like way back in the day when I was still using the pink logo for Streaming Sundays. So, yeah, man, it's been a minute. Hand of Fate, even though it deals with cards, which you will see, is not a deck building game per se. It's a very unique blend of cards and dice and action and all sorts of other things. Unfortunately, the game developer has apparently gone bankrupt since Hand of Fate 2, so we're not ever going to get a Hand of Fate 3, probably.
Aww.
But Hand of Fate 1 was awesome, and I've never played Hand of Fate 2, so I'm eager to do this. By the way, I can't control the audio very well, so I'm going to shut the hell up during the cutscenes, because otherwise you're not going to hear what's going on.
Your memories are fading even now, gone to form the soul of the game we play. These pieces are new, as are the stakes. Life, death, and vengeance. We must ride, for time is short, and you have much to learn. Make your first choice, and let us set these wheels in motion once more.
Alright, so I have never finished the original Hand of Fate.
Is
What?
he okay?
Yeah, well, in the original Hand of Fate, he doesn't look this fucked up, so I'm not sure what the deal is. I don't know if his whole backstory or anything is explained more in the original game, but I have been meaning to go back and finish the first one. I just have not had time.
Fambo, your bits are all bludgeoned.
Yeah, he's a bit jacked up. You are a little quiet. Hello.
Oh,
sorry. Hello, chat. Hello, Mom, Genergy, Dynasty Girl, Soul, Okami, Luke, Ledge. It's everyone who's chatting at the moment. Hello,
Hello,
lurkers.
friend pals.
Special thanks to Okami for DMing me about the stream. I promise I was on it. But like I said, this is just one of those days where fucking everything is taking 20 minutes longer than it should. Dynasty Girl asks or says that she hopes I'm well.
I am right here, and we have things to do.
You're on my time, asshole. I'm feeling okay, mostly physically. I'm very worn down, but it's because the weather sucks. But mentally, I'm frazzled, so I'm doing okay. But now that I'm here, I took care of everything I had to take care of this morning, I think. So should be smooth sailing.
Would you like me to make you a cup of tea? It might help you feel better.
No, I made myself some coffee. It's
Okay.
waiting for me. So I'm going to pick Fig Leaf Dude, because I am a Fig Leaf Dude, who apparently has no abs, but I'm still... Like, I look both fat and emaciated? I'm not sure how that works, but usually I play as ladies.
Middle ages dad bod.
I'm going to pick the... I'm sorry, is everything getting darker while I'm sitting here? This is a little creepy. Also, wouldn't it be a great mind screw if this selection was like the ultimate bad guy rather than your avatar? Okay. Hi.
These cards represent your history and our game. We know where they end, for you are here. Therefore, these cards must guide you to my side.
Right.
Let us see what the journey holds.
I love this dude's voice.
Fool steps into nothingness because they know no better.
Great.
In
By the
same
way, I think I have the
you
full,
step into the void. You are a blank slate, and together we will write your history.
I believe I have the full game. Like, I got all the DLCs and everything, I think, for this one. So, the way it works, you are the person down there on the table, the little gold icon, and you just go card by card. You've stumbled many... Yeah, I should do this with my rolling voice as much as possible. You've stumbled many miles through this forest in search of the thieves who robbed you. Though exhausted and hungry, you were determined to reclaim your father's amulet. You finally catch sight of the thieves hacking at a large tree and arguing amongst themselves. We move closer to eavesdrop.
Every element of the game has been improved, even those that seem at first glance familiar.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, you will soon understand the nuances.
Great. So, one of the interesting things about this, you saw that there were 3 success cards and a fail, and you're supposed to pick one, obviously. But you got to see them shuffle, and those are physically correct. So, if you could have noticed which card was on top, then you will be successful, or whatever. So this card that I'm highlighting, the second card, I believe that was the card on top of the pile, which was a success. So I think this is going to give me a success. Yeah. Creeping forward, you overhear their leader spouting orders. It's simple, he says. The idiots walk down the road, you push over the tree and jump out. They'll be too scared to put up a fight and we'll get rich. Why don't we just jump out and stab them, one retorts. Another hooded figure chimes in. Yeah, corpses don't put up a fight either. Frustration rises in the leader's voice. The Empire doesn't care if a few farmers lose some sprouts, but drop a corpse on the royal road, and the place will be filled with soldiers before you've even spent the coin. We don't need that trouble. Now quiet. Here they come. You soon spot a group of farmers coming around the corner, bringing their wares to market. The thieves fell the tree into the path of the unsuspecting farmers and leap out, weapons brandished. Give us all your food. You can help the thieves with their extortion. That's new. Alright, we're gonna just play full good for this first run, because that's what I'm gonna do. So we leap to the farmer's defense. The cards on the bottom there that the card master guy drew tells you how many we're dealing with. So the 3 of toil there on the left meant there are 3 farmers. And then on the right we have the 4 of greed, which means there are 4 bandits. And also the leader, that's new for Hand of Fate 2, so I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't know if he's separate or if he's one of the 4. Either way, we leap to the farmer's defense. You draw your weapon with practiced skill. Well, you hear the leader's voice. You lads handle this. I'll meet you when you're done. So during the action phase, it turns into Batman Arkham Asylum. You can even change the coloring, as I have done, to match Batman Arkham Asylum. Where blue is there's an incoming attack, and yellow is an unblockable incoming attack. So here's our enemies. By the way, notice the graphics are not super great. The graphics are at the point. If you need to play games that have super awesome, beautiful graphics, you may not want to do this. Oh,
They're
also,
all moving in unison.
if you're watching this live, I don't have the link to the game in the video description, but it will be there on the VOD. Mods or Luke, if somebody could provide the link to Hand of Fate 2 on Steam, I would appreciate it. I did buy it with my own money. Thugs, violence for the sake of violence and theft for the sake of money. Thieves attack frequently and can evade standard attacks, making heavy weapons less effective. Sure. Oh, I'm with a friend. I'm with friends.
You got friends.
Attack, defend, bash, evade, finisher, weapon ability. Got it. Alright, here we go. So, whenever you see the blue, you just tap your counter button. And if you see a yellow, you can't. And I'm being immediately sloppy, because I'm spamming instead of feeling the rhythm of combat. The Batman games are very much that as well, that you have to feel the rhythm of combat often. Ow! Damn it! I think I blocked once during that. I just got too spammy. That loading screen's gonna get annoying. The original didn't have that. The farmers fumble in their harvest sacks in gratitude. Thank you, adventurer. I'm sure that they took our food, they would have taken our lives as well. English. Hey, we gained 7 food. And 5 food. You fall on the food with a sigh, shoveling bread in your mouth to quell your hunger. Your satisfaction lasts only a moment before you realize your father's amulet is not among the takings. What? Okay. Their leader must still have it. You set to your feet, determined to find it. Find the leader of the thieves, retrieve your amulet. Okay. So down in the bottom left corner, you have 85 hit points out of 100, or I do at the moment. That is persistent, at least through each round. And I have 16 food. Every time I take a step, it consumes 1 food. And I have 10 monies. And we are just continuing on. While enjoying a moment beside the fire, you spy a strange figure approaching your camp. It's a goblin, dressed in what must pass for goblin finery. From beneath a filthy fox pelt serving as an ill-fitting wig, the goblin winks at you with red, wild eyes. Aha! I've been roaming for hours trying to find you! We must get this over with quickly if I have any hope of getting to all the people on my list before sunrise. It lowers a sack from its shoulder. Is this Santa the Goblin? Now from within my sack I can conjure whatever your heart desires. Chrissy Teigen? The goblin's voice trails off as he examines his sack. Well, I would if there wasn't a bloomin' great big hole in it. His head disappears entirely into the bag until his bulbous nose protrudes from the breach. A new plan, then. The goblin pulls out his last trinkets. Ah, so I can take a sword or shield or an axe. I prefer quick weapons in this game, so I will take the sword. So it does a bunch of things. Can I compare with what I've got? Apparently not. Alright, I will take the soldier's sword. Oh, there I can compare. Alright, so... better critical strike. And I've got... Hey! Blossom's Falling! Thank you again very much for the donations.
Yeah,
Can't stick around today, but I wanted to pop in and wish you a good stream. Keep killing it. Oh, you're the best. Blossom's Falling. And hello, Spy Ferret. Thank you for joining the stream. Is that supposed to be fruit and it was just mistyped? Anyway, Spy Ferret. Alright, so I've got a little bit bonus damage against a dude, and I can do other things, plus base damage goes up. So yes, I will take the soldier's sword. Thank you. A wise choice! Now I must go. There are many others I must visit before I can rest. The goblin runs off into the night, his fox wig flapping in the evening breeze. You can change equipment in the inventory. You got it. Alright, next step, next card. Finding forest folk.
This card has a token. Can you find it?
Your journey through a forest is interrupted by an inquisitive child. Are you searching for the forest folk? My uncle says that they used to walk these woods giving out gifts. I want to find one and ask for a lemon cake. Oh, I could go for a lemon cake. As they dash off to peer under a nearby log, the child shouts back, Remember, if you meet the forest folk, get me a lemon cake. In the other direction, an eerie song hangs in the air. You attempt to find its origin. Alright. Ooh, he shuffled on me. Wow, that completely defeats the strategy from before. Alright. Yeah, okay, good. You follow the song through thicket and stream until you find an open glade bathed in golden sunlight. You find an aged maiden, her posture bent like the boughs of a forest. It has been 12 winters since I had a visitor. Her voice is a whisper, yet it thunders in your ears. You may visit me when you are in need, adventurer.
This is yours now. Even if you lose the challenge, you have earned this token.
Awesome. And tokens are cashed in at the end of the round for new cards that you can add to your deck.
Nothing could be more fitting now than meeting the mage who started this all.
The
Or at
Royal...
least started it all for you.
You done? Great. The Royal Road. A trail of fallen trees and distraught farmers leads you to the thieves who had stolen your amulet. It seems their infighting has only gotten worse. The bandits surround their former leader, weapons drawn. Everyone will get their fair share. There's no need for violence, the leader implores. Who ever heard of a thief talk about fair shares, spits one. You turn up and boss us around. We've barely stabbed anyone. It's been days since I've stabbed someone. Days!
Gonna forget how?
Yeah, stabbing is a skill where you use it or lose it. The leader notices you approaching and waves you over. As much as I'd love to continue this discussion regarding stabbings, I'm afraid I have urgent business with my associate here. As he greets you, he whispers, "Keep me alive and there will be plenty of gold for your trouble." Tell him he will pay him blood for his thievery. He grins. Here's a thought. Does it have to be my blood specifically? Kill my associates and I will gladly return your amulet. Ever reliable, the thieves draw their blades to mug you. The leader hurries away to hide. You give us your stuff or we'll stab you up, growls one of them. You consider your options. Not really much of an option to me. Let's fight. You draw your weapon and prepare to deal with the miscreants. Alright. What are you, a witcher? Yes. Although if I was a witcher, I probably would have beheaded the goblin for existing. Alright, jerk faces. I'm gonna be better at feeling the rhythm of combat this time. Ow. Damn it. I can usually get 3 attacks in before they start to counter. Oh, he wants to double counter.
He's creeping up. Oh, wait, he's backing away.
Yep. Yeah, okay. Wow, they are changing their combat tactics a little bit. Yup, he's wanting to double hit me. That's alright. The thing about this game is that, or at least if it's similar to Hand of Fate 1, there is no super game over. Like, if you lose a challenge, you just have to do that round over again. So you learn how everyone attacks you. With the battle resolved, the thief leader nods in approval at the carnage before him. He holds out a hand. The name is Malakalypse. Malakalypse? Bard extraordinaire.
Malaclips?
Malakalypse? Sure. His smile fades under your withering glare. Sensing your anger, he raises his hands in surrender. Wait! Let's not be hasty. We're on the same side here. I'm an upstanding citizen just like you. I've been working with the thieves, yes, but only for the greater good. No, really, they were killing people before I came along. I know it seems bad, but look! He pulls out an amulet from his pockets and presses it into your hands. All is forgiven, yes? You stare at the amulet. It does not look familiar. Oh? Malakalypse says, scratching his head. He opens his... Huh?
I read ahead. Jesus, what a trash panda.
Opens a small satchel. So which one is yours? Does that mean he's your favorite, Akamura? Because he is a trash panda and you like trash pandas?
I'm not sure yet.
Well, I have to pick the burb that looks vaguely falcon-like. You know? Or eagle? Is that an eagle? Might be an eagle. I have
If
to
it
pick
were
the burb.
Neil, I'd have to pick Princess Cuddle Slut over there on the left.
It's a burb. The eagle amulet. That suits you. Very similar facial structure. Is that an insult? I don't know if that's an insult. So, you know what? I'm lonely. You're lonely. We should work together. You have befriended him. Great.
Ew.
We should probably get to know one another, seeing as we're going to be friends for life, Malakalypse says. Tell me, where are you from? This is new. Or different. What is happening right now? I get to make a backstory for myself? Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm from the city. And I have a ponytail. That is a man bun. And I am a burb. And my coat of arms... Ooh, that's a nice color combination. Yeah, let's go with that one. Okay, that's me. Wow, the first game didn't have any character customization. the model would update based on the gear you got, but you couldn't customize yourself. You also couldn't play as a lady. From Clearwater, eh? You don't say. Good sorts from Clearwater. Very trusting. Oh, by the way, I mean, we, friend, owe money to Vignus of the Thieves Guild. He's quite angry at us. We should journey to Meyrbridge together to appease him. Some gold might help. Although, come to think of it, I'm rather busy. Lucalyp's eyes, a pretty traitor hiking up the road. Oh, that kind of busy. So, it'd be best if you get the gold. I'll meet you there. I should be using the Mayor Morgan voice for him.
Did he just sucker us into settling his debt for us?
Probably.
For him.
Dynasty Girl says, very interesting game, an RPG played with cards. Yes, and you will see that we will get cards for our deck, and there is some strategy based on how you want to build your deck, if it's similar to the first one. This one includes a campaign map. I don't know how that works, but we'll probably get there.
Did anyone grab the link for the game?
And your reward will come in time.
I don't know. If you want to, go for it.
Yeah.
All you have to do is Google Hand of Fate 2 on Steam, and it'll be the first link. You enter a competition of strength at a fair. A gold prize is available to the winner. In the first round of the competition, your opponent is the diminutive Roland, a halfling from a traveling troupe of acrobats. Oh, dice. 2 rolls remaining. We need a total of 10.
Another small game embedded in our game.
Okay, well, that seems easy with 3 dice. Let's do it. Oh. Whoosh! Whoosh!
There we go. There's the link to the game.
We will re-roll the 1 and the 2. And then... There we go! Haha!
You are learning.
Your mom is learning. What? Okay. Roland is no match for your strength. He gives a disappointed backflip off the table and collects his meager winnings. Then cartwheels out the door. He's a tumbler! Alright. I've got $10.
Spy for It asks if it is on Xbox. It is, and here's the link for that as well.
It's on Xbox? Yep. That's awesome! I didn't know this made the consoles. It makes sense because it really feels good with a controller. This would be ass with a keyboard. In fact, I think the first time I played this, I used a keyboard and it didn't feel good.
And here it is on the PlayStation Store.
Hot damn, Akamura. You take your reward from the purser on the way out of the tavern. When you return, you will compete in the next round for a larger prize. So some cards have chain actions like this one. So the arm wrestling card will be added back into the potential adventurers. I probably don't have the token yet. Yeah. And I don't think I can go forward and then back to it, but we can try. But now that I have a choice, you can move wherever you want. You just have to keep your food count in hand. So we can go up, north, whatever, or we can go east. Let's try north and then go back.
Water is a symbol for the many.
And here it is for the Nintendo Switch.
While
what
crossing,
is it you're thinking of? What concern is worrying at your mind? Let it fall into the waters beneath.
Your face and the fact that you interrupt me at every sentence. Although I guess arguably I'm interrupting you. While crossing a stone bridge, you suddenly find yourself confronted by a villainous band. You could stand and fight the fiends or throw yourself to the mercy of the river below. I will stand and fight! So the number on the right indicates how many enemies you're facing. The of whatever, the suit, I guess, indicates what type of enemy. So the of greeds are the bandit thieves. I don't know what the blights are, but we will find out. And it will be consistent, so the next time we fight the of blights, we'll know how to deal with them.
Yep, Spy for It has purchased it.
Awesome,
and
good to hear.
Again, that's all 4 links for whichever console is the one you main.
Indeed. Ew, they're Metal Gear Solid zombies. The first touches of corruption bring forth the darkest elements of their victims. Infected enemies are feeble, causing them to be knocked down when their health is low. Use a finisher before they recover. That is left trigger. Okay.
Better get our nano machine boys out there.
Okay, so these guys don't double up so far. So these guys, it's probably easier to spam them. Yeah, they don't attack nearly as... Yeah, these guys don't attack nearly as often. The fuck? Okay, I guess that worked. There we go. Makes sense that the zombies are easier to kill than thieves. Oh yeah, and if you're interested in this, you don't need the first one. Like, if this dude has a backstory, it's unimportant for the sake of your gameplay. So, unless you really love that deep lore, you can probably just pick up the second one if you're interested. Having spilled your enemy's blood, you search the bodies for anything useful. I've got an armory card, which is a shield card.
You can do better given time.
Yeah, it's way better. Shield Reflect. One-handed weapon required. Use defend to reflect attacks from ranged enemies. Hell yeah. Block those projectiles. And we've got some food. In fact, we've got enough food we can go back without fail. Okay, so I went back a step, and you can see that I didn't get the event. So that's fine. So the game remembers where you are in the chain. So the next time we trigger the arm wrestling contest, we'll be doing the next round.
The roads have become even more deadly since the Empire has come to power, despite their promises of the opposite.
And all jokes aside, the narrator or the card dealer or whatever he is, he's awesome because he always comments on what you're doing. He watches the way you build your deck. There was even a point in the original where I kept using a card that would always give me a reward, and he started insulting me because I kept using it, and he told me my deck was boring, and I called him an asshole. I mean, that wasn't in the game, but I just called him an asshole. So, like, as a character, he is awesome, and he will annoy the piss out of you, but for the right reasons. You just want to punch his stupid smug face. It's great. I love him.
So it's Nega Stout?
Yeah, he is sort of a Stoat or PO3 like from Inscription. He's very cool. I really like him. And like Leshy, for that matter. Anyway.
I think we just like video card games.
Yeah, I'm digging it. I like these better than just the standard collecting card games like your Magics and your Pokemons and your Yu-Gi-Ohs, because
cards I need to offload. Does anybody want some Magic cards?
Because this game, like, the thing with this and Inscription is that it wants to be beaten. Like, it helps you as the player. It
Not
is
just
skewed
that,
slightly in your favor.
but it's $30 versus the thousands of dollars of Magic cards I'm sitting on.
Yeah, that's true. The road ahead is blocked by an overturned carriage and a woman calling for help. "Please help!" she cries. "I've been robbed by a band of thugs. Is there anything you can do?" I mean, we can try. So 3 dice with a target of 12. That seems pretty tough, right? Because the highest I can get is... Oh! Well, as long as I don't roll a 1, I'm good here. Never mind. There we go.
Nice, 15.
I like that dice set. "Thank you," the woman says as you help her from the carriage. "Please accept this token of my gratitude." I gained 15 life and 5 gold. You thank the woman and continue on your way. Oop. I love this little sound effect.
In aid of what?
Nearing
You
the...
see how quickly the actions of the usurper are turned into tales for children.
I hate him so much. Nearing the sleepy hamlet of Dulwich, you find the villagers in the midst of some kind of celebration. Much of the activity concerns a large paper and wood statue depicting a fearsome warrior looming triumphantly over a prone lizardman. I'm gonna ask a local about what's going on. A friendly stable hand explains. "In a bygone age, our town was beset by half-man, half-lizards. There was no food, no respite, and very little hope. Salvation came in the form of a nameless warrior who hunted the beasts for little more than a handful of coins and a crust of bread." He smiles warmly at the festivities. We honor the warrior like this. The statue is filled with food and gold, and we take turns smashing it to bits with a club. You're welcome to join us, and you may keep whatever falls out. The parade and statue are winding their way into the town, and almost out of sight. We will follow. The parade ends in the town square. You watch as the villagers take turns smashing the statue with a club and gathering the food and gold that spill out. A local notices your interest and asks if you would like a turn. Hell yeah! Alright. Alright, I think... Ah!
No!
Failure! You wield the club with all your strength. However, the blindfold affects your balance and you bring the weapon down on your own foot.
Rip.
Oh, God! Ah! Injury pain. Engulfed in shame, you leave the town to their celebrations and hope no tales are told of this day. No, someone's gonna tell that story.
Rip. Ferno Hawk says they have a $500 Dragon EDH deck and hasn't played in over a year. I have a decade on you, buddy.
Yeah. You arrive at Meyer Bridge as the sun begins to dip below the horizon. You find Malacalypse pursuing a selection of cheeses by the market. Ah, if it isn't my good friend the Adventure! Did you bring the gold? Vignis has arranged to meet at the graveyard. Okay. You wonder whether the spot was chosen for its seclusion, or for easy body disposal. Vignis meets Malacalypse with a sly grin. Looks like you turned up after all with a lackey in tow. We had our doubts, you know. Vignis cracks his knuckles and giggles. Well now, Malacalypse, convince me. What's to stop me from cutting off your head today?
These nuts.
Thank you, Akamura. Are you my Malacalypse?
I think I'm your Malaclypse, yes.
You reveal your gold as Malacalypse scrounges his pocket for some too. Fuck me! The heavy satchel of riches lands at Vignis's feet with a thud that echoes through the silence of the cemetery. You lose 25 gold. That's a deal done. So how are you pronouncing it?
Malaclypse?
Malaclypse.
Because it's like Mal-eclipse with an A.
Malaclypse. Yeah, I guess Malacalypse, or Malpocalypse, or whatever I was saying would shuffle the consonants. Malaclypse says, worry obvious in his voice. No need to further any troubles. I'm sorry, Mal. Vignis grins. You should have known the guild was never going to let you pay with cash stolen from our members in the first place. Alright, boss time.
Oh boy, a fight.
Yes. So far, I'm okay. 90 hit points should get me through, especially the first boss. Okay, that's concerning. Treacherous and greedy, a dangerous combination. Anarchists throw flaming bombs that cause fire damage. Your armor is no use to you here. Great. Okay. So, yeah, you have an evasion. And the yellow, which you saw there over the boss's head, means it's an unavoidable attack, so you need to use your dodgy doos. Ow. But you can tumble as you will. Ow. Yay, invincibility frames. Ow, sword to the throat.
Boo him slicing you after your invisibility frames are up.
Yeah.
What a rude asshole.
Movement is a little wonkier than in Hand of Fate 1, but it's not anything I can't handle.
Yeah, you're moving like you're playing Fable.
Yep. Oh yeah, it is very Fable.
It's one of them fire breathers.
He's giving me plenty of time to dodge since he's the first boss. Which is good. Stabby, stabby, bitch! Hello, Lord Aridos and Joe and Fernohawk. By the way, thank you for joining us.
Welcome.
I know I saw you earlier, Fernohawk, but I didn't say hi. Malaclips scratches his chin thoughtfully. It seems you could do with with someone savvy to help you navigate these tricky matters of diplomacy. Like maybe killing everyone wasn't the best idea. Come, let us discuss a partnership over an ale or two.
This is making me want to pull out my magic cards and shuffle them around.
Hey! Okay, so we finished boss 1, and now we get to cash in our tokens. The Fool is the boss card, so this is our reward for this one.
You've cleared the first challenge, and now we can move on to the next.
For completing the Fool, I've got a Cardinal Blade and the Bastion of Purification. What the fuck do those do? We'll find out once we get to the next screen. Oh, and Market Thief, Tarts, Pies, and Exotic Lies, Fork in the Road, and Arm Wrestling. So those 4 cards are scenario cards. We also get, for befriending Malaclips, Malaclips' Problem, and the Trickster. Here are our bonus tokens. Shadow Beasts have entered the realm. So we have a friend in need and the peasant's son. Listen to this music, by the way.
I like it.
Isn't it awesome? It's the perfect mix of victory and fuck yeah, let's keep going, which is what they need for this. Anyway, so we've got 2 more scenario cards. And for finding the forest folk, the Old Maiden. Another scenario card. All right.
Welcome to my challenges.
Hi.
Together, we will traverse 22 paths of wisdom and despair.
They all lead
in
to your
the
mom,
hope
don't they?
of awakening.
Oh shit, I do have DLC. Wait a minute, hold on.
Since it's wisdom and despair, it's probably my mom.
Hold on. Everyone, hold on to your butts for a second.
Butt is held.
Oh, there are 3 DLCs and I do have them all. Fuck yeah, okay. Alright, so I have all the DLCs. I must have gotten this on sale. Be wary, adventurer. The wastes are a terrible, unforgiving place. Find the map maker challenge in the adventurers tab. Okay. Like, great. How do? Oh. Oh, I get. Yeah. That's just explaining that I have expansion packs. All right, that's fine. All right, so okay, so the Fool we cleared. So you can go back and redo old challenges, I believe. There's also an endless mode if you just want to play forever. I don't find that particularly fun, but that's more of the stuff I've talked about before that I have trouble making my own fun. I need the goals, so endless modes just are not my thing.
I love the topography on the map.
Oh. Yeah?
Dude's very serious about his D&D.
He is very serious about his D&D.
Man's got a wood turning table somewhere.
Alright, so apparently we have 5 steps of the campaign, but probably more. He said 22. Maybe it's just not showing me the rest here. Alright, so we pick our next challenge, which is the Magician.
Nothing here is coincidence. The answer to every question is in the cards, if you but look.
And then we get to assemble our own adventure. You can hit recommended if you want, and the game will basically pull all the adventures you haven't done yet, all the scenarios and such. Screw that shit, I do my own. So there's usually special rules throughout the campaign, or the challenge. At the top it shows that there's a growing scourge, prepare to fight corrupted, and avoid empire. Lose gold for every empire killed. I don't know what exactly an empire is, but duly noted. So now we get to make our card, our deck, and I'm going to pick 5 encounters we have not done yet. We definitely want the arm wrestling one. Let's see. See, we have some new ones here between the peasant's son and the old maiden, but they don't give anything. So
Joe says don't knock D&D. I'm not knocking D&D.
yeah, it's mocking of love.
Yes.
Let's see. So we can add the cards we've done. It even shows what the cards do. You gain gold and or food. You use dice, and then there's a thieves ambush. It lets you kind of plan out what you're doing. Let's add tarts, pies, and exotic lies. That sounds hilarious. And then for the other 3, we'll add these 3 that have tokens. So Market Thief, Maleclipse's Problem, and a Friend in Need. So that's all I can add for now. So then we add 5 equipment cards. So you obviously want to pick your best. Bastion of Purification is unknown. Okay. Well, I actually don't want the axe, but I need to put them all, so... Because I only have 5. So good enough for now. Alright, so we have our companions selected, our encounters selected, and our equipment selected. So now we get to start the round.
A casual call to heroism. How many adventures start thus?
And our boy has his own cards to add. And here we go.
For years I have thought about nothing but the game. I was defeated. It is true. I became complacent long before then. I thought I knew everything about the game and what it could be. Now you see before you the extent of my research. I have crafted this game anew.
I see. Genergy says, I need to stop watching these streams. My wish list keeps growing and my bank account screams in despair. No, Genergy, I need the support. Keep watching.
Yes, keep watching.
Keep watching. Hit repeat. Oh, that's an idea. Rewatch old streams of games you already own. There we go. Just fire up the Monster Rancher streams and just watch that for a while. That'll help me out. Anyway, your conversation with the fur trader is interrupted as Malaclips arrives in a flurry.
Oh, Lord.
The Whispers speak of trouble at the edge of the Empire. The town of Westwind is suffering against the Blight. Okay. Oh, I don't give a shit. Well, no. Why is a fine, talk to me. A small garrison is meant to be protecting the town, but apparently they're all either dead, missing, or drunk. Like your mom. What makes Westwind special? I've traveled far to escape the oppression of the Empire. Westwind gave me my freedom, and I intend to return the favor. With a U. Alright, where is Westwind? It's in the west. Westwind sits on the outer edge of the Empire. While the Empire focuses on the capital, its nobles and merchants, those at the fringes are neglected. Okay. The Whispers speak of... Yeah, we're going. You return to the markets and ask if any traders headed to Westwind might need an escort. There are 3 options. Oh! Well, we're hungry. We only have 5 food. Let's escort the food wagon. A food wagon headed to a nearby wedding offers you a ride. They gift you some food in exchange for not taking you the whole way. Okay. I gained 5 food. You arrive at the town of Westwind. To defend the town, you'll need to locate as many Empire soldiers as you can before the Blight invades. I mean, even if our money goes away...
The Empire reaches too far. The North has gone from a loose collection of tribes to something to truly fear.
Oh, I see. The goal is to recruit the Empire soldiers, so killing the Empire soldiers hurts me by penalizing me gold. That makes sense. You find some Imperial soldiers strung up by Northerners. Fight to free them! You ready your weapon?
Let us see if the mage can help you here.
Oh, he gets to play? Well, that's weird. Let's give it a go. I did read that a lot of reviews don't like the loading times. They think they're too extreme for the limited graphics and such. That may be a valid complaint, but I don't think it's too awful. I mean, I guess it would add up over the course of a full campaign. A magician, a jester, and a vagabond. When activated, Malaclips casts a protective spell on you that can block a single hit. I see. Left bumper. Okay.
Nothing else. I'll get a song out of this.
Look, Mel. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, okay. These guys have a much shorter window to hit a counter. Ow! And they have unblockable attacks. That's good to know.
Nice self-preservation there, Malaclips.
Yeah, he's pretty garbo at his job.
Let
He's
me
trying.
just walk into this enemy and keep trying to take steps while he stands there.
Ah, Mel. You're the best, Ginergy. I really appreciate that. All jokes aside. Hey, we got a warrior's axe. It
Nice.
is a heavy weapon. I don't like heavy weapons, but I'll take it. Oops. I don't know what that said. I guess I got 2 soldiers. How do I inventory back? Or say, yeah. Okay, it is equipped. Okay. Alright, we're good. Continue.
Life itself in exchange for life.
Ah, tokens on the line. As you hike through the mountains one fine day, you come across an injured traveler. Though he is clearly deeply wounded and barely moving, you sense something disturbing about the cloaked figure and approach with caution. You, mortal, come here, the creature commands, his voice rasping. I need sustenance to heal myself, and you will provide it. You draw your weapon, and the beast weakly raises its arm to defend itself. Spare me, and I will make it worth your while. Yeah, how? I'm not gonna just... 3 days ago, I happened to feast upon one of your kind, a holy man of some nature, I believe, who could no doubt cure you of your wounds. Grant me a pittance of your blood to restore my strength, and I swear I will bring him to you. We of the list never break our word. I'm not that wounded. Well, actually, that argues in favor of that I should do this, so sure. As you lower the blade, he suddenly lunges at you. Oh, God! The creature continues to draw blood from your arm. Okay. Ow. The creature continues to draw blood from your arm. Okay. Ow. Okay. Oh, God. Alright, stop. He takes a moment to regain his composure. You will not regret this. I would have recovered my full strength in time, I've no doubt, but I admit you have been a boon to me this night.
It's the day.
He gestures at the darkness, saying, the humans who dared to think they could best me in combat lie fallen in a clearing to the south. Mercy is for the weak of Little Stone Sledge. That was actually my instinct, to stab him through the neck. We'll see if this pays off. I just want that token. Their ambition was as foolish as their deaths were quick, but perhaps they had something that would be of use to you. The shadows seem to gather around his person until nothing remains. The dealer adds an encounter card to the deck. Okay. A debt repaid. You set out with a flaming torch and soon arrive at the scene of the slaughter. A dozen armed men have been recently butchered here. Among the remains you find no decent equipment, just the tools of farmers and provincial soldiers. As you leave the carnage, you step on a blade, hidden in the shadows of the grass.
To the victor go the spoils.
Knight's
Do
sword.
not wield a weapon you do not wish to see turned against you one day.
Damage area. Create a powerful blast that causes 80% damage to enemies in an area. Riposte counterattacks against shadows. Riposte deals 150 damage. One-handed, yes. I always prefer one-handed weapons.
Compared to the one you had before, that's not bad.
Riposte 40 shadows. Riposte 40 shadows attacks to unlock this token. That's new. In the first game, they never had tokens attached to equipment cards like that. Neat. Well, yes, I will equip this, because I prefer one-handed weapons in this game. And I've got the token. Okay, good deal.
Always treat those who feed you with respect. Even I stand by this rule, and I have respect for few.
Okay.
So what you're telling me is nobody feeds you.
You chance upon a wooden card.
Are you bitter about that, sir?
Overflowing with pears, pies, and many items otherwise. A wonderful smell wafts from the card. Malacalypse. Why? I don't know why I keep wanting to read it as Malacalypse.
Because you understand he'll be the death of the world one day?
Probably. Malacalypse shakes his head. Poor Chester. This is why you should never be seduced by the wiles of women, coin slave. They'll break your heart and leave you selling your lemon tarts with little business sense. The old farmer hawks his wares to passers-by. Tarts, pies, and exotic fruits! Chester gives you a jolly wave. What would you like to buy on this fine morning? I would like to buy a tart. He passes you a tart overflowing with custard and berries. God damn, that sounds good.
That does sound good.
I've been simply giving tots away today. Today must be the sunshine. He considers the few remaining tarts for a while before he finally decides on a price. Oh, God. Yes! Are you happy paying this price? Yes, I will pay 10 gold to have 13 food total. I'm okay with this. I don't consider that bad fortune. That's fine. Because the other option was to pay 30 gold. I'm good. Thank you. All right.
Commerce thrives in even the most unusual of locations.
The shopkeeper nods as you enter. Adventurer! Oh, that's a dude. Adventurer, how's the world out there? I would like to sell my crap. You have a warrior's axe. I don't want it anymore. Okay. No, don't sell my knight sword. Alright, so can I buy healing? I will gain 10 life points for $8. I'm okay with that. I mean, my money isn't going to matter if I die, so... Alright, moving on.
Here we begin to see one of the small ways I've changed the game.
Do tell.
Each challenge differs both in their rules and their objectives. Even those cards which were once the stairs now vary per challenge, as you will see.
So the stairs cards were the ones that advanced you to the next floor, which was a new set of cards on the table. So that's what he meant by a stair card. The West Wind Tower bell chimes feverishly. The town crier bellows, "There's corrupted inside the town! They broke through the sewers and into Loose Lane! Our brave soldiers have gone down there to sort it out." You arrive to find the West Wind's few remaining soldiers huddled at the entrance of the poorest area, Louse Lane. "We cannot let the corruption spread. For the good of the town, we must dispose of anyone who has been tainted, even a little."
How nice that they call their poor area Louse Lane.
Yeah. Alright, we'll join the soldiers, whatever. You join in the fight against the corrupted. I mean, I guess I could have kept exploring to see what my options are, but fuck it.
Your options are kill, destroy, swag?
What?
I
Hi,
don't
Mark. Time to stab. Knight Sword. When he accused the mayor of being a shadow beast in disguise, they thought him mad. Okay. Come here, you jerks. I'm so low on health, I need to be really careful here. But yeah, you can button mash to some degree of success in this, but it really behooves you to feel the rhythm of combat. Oh, okay, that's the area attack. Got it. Not very helpful when there's just one dude. There we go. Man, I've got to get my timing down better. I should play the Arkham games. I should show Soul the Arkham games. That'll get my reflexes back in action.
Yeah.
With the corrupted threat removed, you've ensured that these soldiers survive to aid the town's defense. You gain 3 recruits. The soldiers help you scavenge what you can from the remains of the poor souls taken by the corruption. I gain an armory. So I can pick one item out of the 2. I've got my sword, so we'll take the shield and equip it. Defend 30 attacks from enemies to unlock the token. Cool. Alright. And I gain 10 life from a health potion. And now we have a new floor. What do you say, Akamura? Do we go north or east?
Let's go east.
Oop. General store again. I only have $1, so I will pass. Boop.
In my day, thieves kept their distance. None would pickpocket a mage for fear of failure, or worse, success.
What the Wow, Card Douche is ridiculous. The Market Bazaar is a hive of activity. Traders from across the land call out to passers-by to sell their wares. As the sun beats down on the crowded street, you pause briefly to draw water from a fountain. You feel something tug on the inside of your tunic. Turning quickly, you discover a pickpocket making off with some of your belongings. I mean, that's fine. He got $1. You jump to your feet and catch a glimpse of the thief as they weave through the crowd. Oh. Yes! Contact GLaDOS, because we're making a huge success. The thief is nimble, but you manage to gain on them as they negotiate the crowd. With the thief almost at arm's reach, they knock over a barrel of apples in an attempt to hinder you. I need to roll a 14. Oh, God. Out of 18?
Oof.
Oh, that's all bad. Alright, we'll re-roll the 2 weaker ones. Ah, short by 1. So
Dang.
it goes.
Lists are fair, and thus you have lost this round.
The apples roll across the ground in front of you, and you lose your footing and land squarely on your back. The thief gets away. You dust yourself off and continue on your journey. Yep, so the token remains on the card. So it goes.
Let us learn what sort you are. Strong, clever, wise. The
Clever.
circumstances under which you come here put the lie to that.
Shut up. You enter a competition of strength at a fair. A gold prize is available to the winner. In the second round of the competition, you sit opposite the aged frame of Huntley Toothless. He boasts... That is a fucking awesome name. He boasts about once being a silencer for the Thieves Guild. If I ever make a new NHL character, I'll name him Huntley Toothless. Whoosh. Hey! Huntley crumbles in defeat almost instantly. You're lucky I'm not 20 or 30 years younger, he says, grumbling. Okay, thanks for the money. Thanks for the other money. You take your reward from the purser on the way out of the tavern. When you return, you will compete in the next round for a larger prize. Awesome. Boop.
Now your chance presents itself. At last, stand in the defense of the peasantry.
Atop
Noble traits you display already.
Atop Westwind Town Hall is a large bell tower. It's used to signal the day's end for the workers in the mines and surrounding fields, but now it will summon Westwind's defenders. Do you wish to summon the soldiers you have recruited? Sure. As night cloaks Westwind, you can sense the corruption rising from the shadows all around you. You survey any soldiers you've managed to recruit. I have 5. You've gathered a large group of soldiers to defend the town. Here's hoping you won't need any more. So it's 6 on 7. You must survive till morning when Imperial reinforcements arrive. We will give a rousing speech! Oh,
Now you wager for more
God.
than mere success and failure. You choose the very stakes themselves.
that's a problem. That's a bigger problem. The soldiers appear unmoved by your words and remain tense and fearful. Okay. Oh, it's 7 on 7. I forgot about Mal. We got this. Or whatever. Oh, coffee. I have this weird habit of not talking over the loading screens, even though that's the very thing I should be talking over.
Oh, that thing looks bad.
As the final vestiges of humanity are erased, the Terror wakes. Use Bash to break the Terror's corrupted armor to finish it and defeat it with a finisher before it regenerates. Bash? What is Bash? Alright, whatever. Yeah, there is definitely a rhythm to the combat, and when you ignore it, you ignore it at your own peril. You know what I mean?
Yes. Sorry, I'm getting entranced by watching this game. It's
Right?
kill the banana thing.
Oh, B is... There we go. Oh, God! My face. My face bits.
Oh.
Oh, I see. I see. I can just mash the button. Okay. Ow! Dick. Oh, finisher. Ha ha ha! Alright. Have at thee.
How about these scoundrel?
Yes. Evading cancels your combos, for those who know the term, so... Ow! Okay. Fucking... Oh, do I have to finish her? Okay, there we go. That's a bit wonky. I wish there was a little bit more blatant, like, press this button to finish her on the screen, but that's whatever. I can handle it.
Of chaos felled by your power. Does
Once-
it satisfy you? This bloodshed? Knowing those you destroy were once simple peasants going about their day.
Don't try to make me feel guilty about this, asshole. Once the corrupted behemoth falls, the rest of the minions flee, their spirits broken. The soldiers erupt in cheers, praising your valor. You can rest until morning, ready to greet the reinforcements with a town already saved. Okay. Hey, boss number 2 is down.
To the deck. But now we only begin our stories of fate, folly, and magic. Do not think I'm satisfied with this, but at least we have a place to begin.
For saving the town of Westwind, Ruby Ring, Valiant Aegis, Winter's Bane. And then 5 encounter cards, 3 of which have tokens. Okay. And a token for clearing the Magician. For saving your life, for giving your life to save an injured Shadow Beast. I've got a Knight's Sword. That's it? That's it? Oh wait, no, that's the sword I'm using. Never mind. Holy shit. All right.
I was about to say that's just a recap.
Open to you.
It's okay.
Should you find yourself blocked or overly challenged, take the time to explore the board.
Okay,
Unlocking
that's
cards
cool.
will give you options you have not yet considered.
That's something the first game didn't have. The way the first game worked is you had 16 rounds, and you had to go through them in order. So, 12 rounds? 16 rounds? Anyway, the point is you had to go through them in order. That's cool that they give you a branching path. So we've got the High Priestess, the Empress, and the Emperor. Who do you want to face, the Akamura?
Let's face the High Priestess.
Okay.
There is the small game, the game we play, and there is the great game, the game of life and death, the game I was once master of.
I've always thought the Card Master is kind of a little too in love with himself. You know what I mean?
No one else would have him.
Right. Alright, so there's 3 things. Got it. Okay, encounters. I want to add the arm wrestling competition. Let's do the Old Maiden, and then 3 with tokens. So Lost Boy, Market Thief, we'll try that again, and Westward Tavern. No, wait, no. Oh, I can do one more. Mel's Problem. Yeah. Okay, and then equipment cards. Again. Ruby Ring. Okay, cool. So I don't have to take the stupid axe with me. So the Cardinal Blade, which does a damage of 18. Where's the Knight's Sword? Or is that the Knight's Sword? I guess that is the Knight's Sword. And then Winter's Bane, the Shield, and the 2 accessories. Okay, where's the supply card? Oh, I get to start with the Knight's Sword. That's awesome. That's a new rule too. I wondered where my sword was. Okay, cool. And then our companion is Mr. Douche. All right, good deal. Let's do it.
Mr. Douche.
Mr. Douche.
You find yourself once again in the company of prayer. and
Douche Chan,
religion.
peddler of lies.
How unfortunate.
That's my kind of line delivery.
Now it begins. Negotiations on behalf of the Empire. We will see how that story ends.
Genergy says, "I'm sad this developer isn't around anymore, as this game seems really good fun." It is. It's a blast. It doesn't call to me like it should. Like I said, I still haven't finished the first one, and I want to go back and actually finish the first one. So I've even got both of them installed. We can even do some secret streams of the first one sometime if y'all want on Discord. It sounds like fun. Malaclips has somehow roped you into traveling deep into the far north on a diplomatic mission.
God damn it, Malaclips.
While I usually refrain from working for the Empire, since this one takes me further away from it, I've made an exception. It'll square my debt with General Bradstreet. How many debts do you have? And help
Yes.
open many doors for you. What do you say? What's the mission? General Bradstrom instructed me not to come back until I talk to the High Priestess of the North and offer the terms of the treaty, he explains. How do I help? As you know, I have a great many skills, but my swordsmanship is unlikely to hold up against the Northern Raiders. I know no one else who is up to the task. You mean no one else wants any part of you? Who's the leader? Many clans dotted around, but the supposed leader of all of them is the High Priestess who lives up there. Malaclips points you to the top of the soaring mountain before you. Okay. Excellent. Bring your sword and let me do the talking, he says. I brought plenty of supplies so we can set up camp when we get hungry. Wait, really? Oh, God. That's so much food.
Hell yeah.
Malaclips shares a tidbit as you commence your journey. The High Priestess is quite partial to blessings. If you can prove yourself worthy, we'd have a better chance of swaying her in our favor. Access the campfire at any time between encounters. The camp can be used to consume food, to restore life, or trade equipment. Collect at least 6 blessings before meeting the High Priestess. You grate your teeth and begin the ascent. Okay. I guess that means we should probably go to every card we can.
Be careful where one takes refuge, even in the worst of storms.
With little warning, a snowstorm sweeps in from the north.
Aw, crap.
The snow whips against you like shards of glass
Aw, crap.
and obscures your vision.
Aw,
You
crap.
struggle to find cover. Oh, Jesus. All right. Yes! The climb becomes unbearable. You seek shelter in a cave and desperately fight off the onset of frostbite. When the howling winds ease, you clear the snow from the cave entrance to discover the dark clouds have passed. Malaclips forages for firewood, saying, "This log is dry enough, we can set up camp here for the night." No, pass. Let's continue.
Hard no, bud.
Because I still gain 5 points of life for every step I take, so... You enter a competition of strength at a fair. A gold prize is available to the winner. Your opponent in the third round is Pyro the Brass Hag. Okay. She touts herself as a fearsome pirate, but needs the money from this competition to get herself a boat. Alright, well... 14. Ugh. Let's see, I would need Oh, I'll need a 6. That was a really bad choice. Yeah, oh well, so it goes. A surge of strength brings Pyro a swift victory. Defeat in the third round brings a paltry reward. I mean, $5. You take the lesser reward for losing in the competition of strength. When you return, a new contest will begin. Oh my god, I have to do that 1,000 times. Okay, well, that's fine.
In the cold, men
I'm
become
glad Pyro got a
desperate.
boat.
Women hold these mountains together, even through the worst.
Okay, another blizzard. Yes.
Nice.
Climb becomes bearable. You get to a point where you just zip through the cards
Ever
because
since
you've
I've
already
returned
seen the
to this
adventure.
world, I've been disappointed. The filth, the shame, the horrors dwell in the minds of men, not in the monsters in the darkness.
I have seen some reviews complain that the number of encounters is a bit low. I think that's incorrect. because that's not the point. I mean, in any kind of card collecting game like this, you are going to see the same cards 1,000 times depending on how much you play. Like with Magic, you know? Good players have seen all that shit before. Yep. What matters is the synergy and whether the game is fun to play. I think it is. So that's why I will get to a point where I'm going to start skipping through some of the dialogue, like if I do the arm wrestling competition again. We've seen the preamble. I don't need to see it for a 5th time. But, you know, I don't consider that a complaint. I don't consider that a problem at all in the game. I just consider that a side effect of the mechanic of the way this game operates. Reasonable minds can disagree, but I find it to be not a problem. Anyway, enough critique. Westwind's only tavern, the Rusty Razor. Why? Why, though? Is a safe harbor among the many dangers of...
Our poor apprentice. Cultivate focus.
I was reading, dickhole.
Gonna stab you in your burn wound. Its barkeep sits outside his establishment with a look of resigned defeat. Upon your arrival, he jolts... Oh, by the way, this game has Twitch integration. The first one does not. If I had realized I had Twitch integration, we may have done this on Twitch. You guys, as viewers, can vote for, like, what encounters you do. So, if we do this game again, if it's requested especially, we'll do it on Twitch.
Yeah.
So you guys can do some Twitch integration.
So keep that in mind, people who pay for streams.
Yes, the first one we can probably do on Discord or whatever, because that doesn't have any Twitch integration, but the second one, hell yeah, I love Twitch integration.
I really want to pull out my Magic cards.
Go pull out your Magic cards.
Okay.
I know you shuffling them is like... not cathartic per se, but like meditative, I guess? Is Hand of Fate 1 any good? It's excellent. Just so far Hand of Fate 2 is better, but it's just more of the same but better. You know what I mean? Hand of Fate 1's fine. It's excellent. I fucking love it. I need to go back and finish it. Upon your arrival, he jolts straight up and a smile almost breaks out across his face. Alas, someone from the guild is here! These Empire soldiers have almost ruined me. Before you can disagree, the owner swings open the saloon door and pushes you inside. Inside, you discover a handful of Empire soldiers enjoying ale rather than doing their duty. The freshly invigorated barkeep hops onto a table and shouts above the noise. You lazy, drunken deserters are done! The Stewards Guild has sent an enforcer here, and now you're all gonna have to go back to your posts. This town needs defending. One of the soldiers rises with a slight sway. We've got 3 days until our shift ends and we return to civilization. So we're not doing any fighting unless they threaten the supply of ale. Right, lads? Ha ha ha! A raucous cheer erupts and beer tankards smash together all around. So why don't you take your shiny eagle badge and shove off? The barkeep turns to you. What are you gonna do? Alright, I'll threaten him. Fuck it. You suggest with menace that the soldier should report to duty, or they'll report to the healer. Oh, God.
Report for duty or you'll report to the healer. Report for duty or report to the... Oh, God, that's a knife!
I won't be threatened by the likes of you, the soldier grumbles as he rises, followed by his friends. Okay.
Here comes the knife.
Yeah, I think we probably might get the token either way. Maybe doing success would have just won it without a fight.
I have enough cards to build like 3 decks and teach you the game.
Okay.
Not if you want to.
Yeah,
like,
I don't particularly care for
just
Magic the Gathering.
I know
how to play Magic
why
the
am I
Gathering.
sitting on these?
I don't know, because you enjoy them. Why do I have a figure of Hitomi sitting on my desk?
Because I got it for you for Christmas.
Okay, well, you know what I mean. Taken from the dregs of society, elevated to petty positions of power, Watchmen can block, greatly reducing incoming damage. Use Bash to open them up for damage. You got it, Holmes. Ow. Oh, I get it. So a Bash is basically a stun. And yeah, I can get about 3... Fuck. I can get about 3 attacks in before someone tries something. So I've really got to be quick on the blocks. It's a lot faster. The windows are a little tighter in this one than they were in Hand of Fate 1. Like, legit, if I had been playing Batman Arkham whatever, I probably would be reacting better. There's definitely a flow to combat. You cannot just button mash to victory. And as you get further along, the enemies become a little harder. So you have to know when to block, when to stop, when to block, when to stop. And there is a rhythm. I'm just not very good at that rhythm right now. Yes, I will take the shield. As soldiers fall under yet another blow of your weapon, the leader shouts, "Stop! All right, we'll do our part. Just stop cracking our skulls." You gain flow or fame? Fame's new. And I've got a token. All right. So yeah, as we saw with the Market Thief, getting the success card does not guarantee you'll get a token. And as we saw with this one, getting a failure card does not guarantee you won't get a token. So you just do your best.
A lesson in caution awaits us all. Nature, truly wild nature, will not tolerate fury in its domain, unless it is its own.
The first time I played this and before I fully understood the flow of the game, I used to get a little frustrated when I failed getting a token after a challenge, but it's just kind of encouraging you to play this a bunch of times and keep adding those encounter cards into your deck to get those tokens if you want to be a completionist about things. Or you can be safe and just stick to encounters you know how to get out of. So however you want to play is fair, you know? High up on the mountain, you see the silhouette of a man approaching through the heavy snow. He bellows through the roaring wind, "Who dares trespass in the sacred grounds of our priestess?"
D's nuts, bro! D's nuts is trespassing!
Yeah, what Mel said. Hidden raiders spring down the mountain with the dexterity of mountain goats. Okay.
Yeah. I tried to summon the full thing, but it's not in my throat today, unfortunately.
It's alright. For some reason, I just had a sudden image of Fusro dying a goat off a cliff. Raider, from the frozen darkness of the far north they come. Northerners can perform combo attacks. Use riposte with single-handed weapons to deal extra damage immediately after you defend. Okay, great.
Who dares venture? None less than the amazing Malaclips.
Ow!
Yeah,
Okay, so he's got a double.
It is Malaclips.
Ow!
He said his stupid name.
He did. Ah! Fuck me! God damn it! Die! Just die! Man, I've taken a lot of damage. This is skill, or rather, lack of skill. I need to play this game more. I want to finish number 1. I need to get back to it. I will take the Winter's Bane, but I won't equip it. Oh, riposte 40 shadows. Oh, defeat 30 Northerners with a finisher? You know, given the fact that I'm fighting Northerners mostly, I will take the Winter's Bane. The clash of steel rings out, echoing through the peaks. The mountains answer with a low, ominous rumble as a wall of white rushes toward the melee, sweeping away everything in its path. Uh-oh. Okay.
Sweet.
You seek shelter against a bluff, pressing close to the rock face as the avalanche roars overhead. When the trembling stops, you are miraculously unscathed. Your assailant's weapon juts from the snow. As you near, you realize it is still clenched in his hand, his body buried to the wrist by the avalanche. We retrieve the weapon. We'll pull a ledge on that one.
Like a compass, it indicates the truth of all directions.
8 blades. Oh. I will take it, but not equip it. I'll keep the Winter's Bane. You pry the weapon from the frozen hand and continue up the mountain before the raider has a chance to free himself. Now, there is one difference possibly that I'm seeing between this and the first game. Do you see on the avalanche card the stripe that is on the top right corner of the card? That stripe indicates that it is part of this specific challenge. In the first game, there were encounters that were part of every specific challenge, but they had a little lock icon. And once you beat the boss, the card would be able to be pulled out of the deck. And I think when you redid the challenge, you could then use whatever encounter cards you wanted. I don't know if this works the same way, but it's a nice little interface thing to show you what is part of the challenge and what is not part of the challenge. Anyway, let's continue.
The mountain itself pushes you back.
A sudden blizzard slows your progress through Mount Phaetus. The bitter winds pierce your skin like shards of glass. We will ascend. Nothing else to do in this group.
Witches I will tolerate. They have at least stepped into the streams of power that magicians call home.
As you ascend the snowy Mount Phaetus, you happen upon a cottage with pungent smoke wafting out of the chimney. A frail old lady sweeping snow off the path beckons you to come in. We've come in search of the great high priestess to deliver an important message, says Mel. You'd better go bearing blessings if you want to get on the high priestess's good side. I'm fixing a batch now if you'd like a taste. If I've got it right this time, you can take it to her, she says, stirring the cauldron. Malaclips politely declines. I've been watching what I eat, but my companion here has an insatiable appetite, he says, nudging you forward. Okay. Oh. Raider's Penance. First strike. The first hit in combat against Northerners deals 50 bonus damage. Permanent blessing. Any number of blessings can be equipped at one time. Okay. Great. You take a sip of the aromatic potion and feel a warm, fuzzy feeling flowing through your body. Looks like my recipe is a success. I'm sure the High Priestess will appreciate this one. You thank the old lady and continue up to Mount Phaetus, paying no heed to the brewing blizzard. Alright, well, 1 of 6. Hopefully we can get the rest.
Not every temple has crumbled into the dust. More's the pity.
The Temple of the Divine Providence provides blessings in exchange for a simple gold donation. $6? Okay. Oh, all of those are positive. Alright. Oh, I get to choose one. So, Gambler's Banquet. Receive +2 food after every dice gambit. Okay, Gold Zealot. Receive +15 life for every gold gain card you receive. Monk's Vitality. If your max life is less than 150... you may discard food gain or equipment gain cards to receive +5 max life. I like that idea. Beggar's Charm. Pocket money. Gain up to 20 gold at the beginning of a new map if you have less than 20 gold. Divine Intervention. Bonus reroll. After all your rerolls in a dice gambit, reroll your lowest dice. No, I'll take Monk's Vitality. That sounds way better long term. Awesome. So I can discard a food card in exchange for getting +5 max life. What an interesting exchange. The Market Bazaar is a hive of activity. Traders from across the lands call out to passers-by to sell their wares. As the sun beats down on the crowded street, you pause briefly to draw water from a fountain. Oh, this is the Market Thief again. Okay, so I don't need to read most of this, but we still have to deal with the cards here. Okay, there's my huge success. This time I need to get, again, a 14. Ugh. Alright, well. Man! Second miss.
I'm somewhat surprised you lost that one.
Don't patronize me, you douche. Oh. Alright, well, I have to try Market Thief again later. Another blizzard. We take an injury. We take another injury. I struggle to find cover. Okay, we survived that.
This is a good game.
Will you
Ascension.
push on despite
Ah, shit, I didn't mean to ascend. Fuck.
to thwart you?
It seems difficult, but not overly so.
Yeah, it's not. RNG is part of it, and from what the reviews have said, later levels are a little too RNG heavy. I don't know if that's true, but I can kind of understand if it's true. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
But at the same time, that's sort of the nature of a board game type game. So even if it's RNG heavy, I mean, nothing can get you, like, there's no call for it other than to keep trying, you know? Further up the mountain, the blizzard becomes so intense you can barely see the tiny cottage engulfed in snow. The old lady beckons you in. I've received word from my sister's hawk and have been expecting you. I may not be as skilled as her, but this blessing potion I've whipped up is my best yet. Do you think it's good enough to take to the High Priestess? She says, blowing the steam off a simmering bowl of thick liquid.
100 years for my revenge. It appears I must wait 100 more.
I'm going to take my little figurine and shove him sword first up your anus.
Ow.
Sorry, Soul. And Mom. I really couldn't, says Malacalypse, patting his belly. Alright. Oh, you asshole. What with your douching? Prior to combat with 2 or more monster card, optionally discard a basic monster card, but lose your companion for 3 turns. Huh. Alright. You take a sip of aromatic potion and feel a warm, fuzzy feeling flowing through your body.
Aromatic
Looks like my
bitters.
recipe is a success. What?
Aromatic bitters.
Yes. Okay. We are continuing up the mountain. Boop.
With the least
Another avalanche.
of notice, the very lands beneath your feet
Who
can
dare-
slide away. Life is filled with surprises.
Don't say that with your douche smile. And I know your face is masked, but I can feel you slimily smiling at me. Ugh. Your smile is the physical appearance of custard
You can-
slowly dripping down a drywall as it catches every dimple of the pattern until it reaches the register and burns with a stench of discarded and abandoned sugar.
You can practically feel the plaque on his teeth disperse as his lips part and spread, and you can feel as he like licks his teeth as it like shifts slowly.
I hate him. He bellows through the roaring wind, "Who dares trespass on the sacred grounds of our priestess?"
These nuts, bro!
Hidden raiders spring down the mountain with the dexterity of mountain goats. Yeah, bring it. Okay, so it's 2 bosses. Sacrifice your companion to discard a monster card. No. Since there's only 2 of them, I think I'll be alright. This game goes fast, too. Like, the first round took us an hour, but it was because I was constantly explaining things. And we were late. Fueled with rage and determined to destroy, berserker weapons are imbued with ice that slows their enemies' movement and attacks. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to be careful with that.
None less than the amazing PyroFalkon.
Okay! Alright. If you do play this, I recommend that when it's time to block or whatever, you double or triple tap the button you want to hit, because if you don't do that, it may not register, but it also serves as a combo cancel. So if you're button mashing like I generally do, then it can help interrupt. Uh-oh. Oh, okay! Well then.
Combat solves so little. It has ended this, however.
Great. But I've got some tokens anyway.
Mark says douche smile, and Soul says it kind of hurts sitting down after that threat.
For clearing out the rusty razor, I've got the friendly innkeeper.
You still have a chance to defeat this mission, even if
sure.
imperfectly.
I mean, obviously. Ass. Alright, let's give it another go. Oh, the one encounter card I won was pulled out of the deck. That makes sense.
Need to get that nice sword back.
Yes. Let's add Gnomish Exchange just for the token. And then for supplies, looks like I'm coming in with the Night Sword. For equipment, we have the shield. Okay, so that's all the same. All right, let's try it
If
again.
you fail to take tokens with you, you will lose the opportunity to open new cards. Even so, too many tokens can weigh you down and make your challenges harder.
That is a... There is something to what he just
These
said.
challenges I present you, each one will hone your skills and prepare you for our final conflict.
There is
This
some...
empire
God
will
damn it.
fall under proper guidance once more, and soon.
You done?
Speak faster, asshole.
Okay. There is something to what he says. Generally, challenges with tokens are a bit harder, just because they constantly ramp up in difficulty. So if all you ever do is play the way I play and put token encounter cards in your deck, you will have a harder time. But that's a risk-reward question that you calculate on your own. That's why I said in the first game, there were a couple encounter cards I always put on in my deck because they always gave rewards and I always knew how to handle them. And he mocked me for it because I kept relying on easy cards. But I also kicked his ass. So fuck you, Card Master. I'll beat you this time.
Go
ass.
off, Bay.
What?
I said go off, Bay.
Off bay?
Go off. Go off on him.
Oh. Hey, another arm wrestling contest. Alright, target score 10. Whoosh bang. Got it. Great. Give me my money. Thank you. Alright, moving on. Boop.
A
Temple
grand
prayers. I will
opportunity
pay a
for you to take
donation.
whatever pleases you.
I will take the
Go
monk's
about
vitality.
your day.
Thank you. Great. Next. And this is not me, by the way. Like, don't misunderstand that what I am doing here when I'm like, yup, continue, great, wonderful. Like, I'm not mocking the game. Like, again, this is how it functions. You get to a point where you understand what's happening, and you can just go and just move. And I think that's good. I think that's good design. I don't think it's required, nor should it be required, that you have to read every word to understand what's going on.
The
You
mountain's
find the
unforgiving.
rhythm,
You would
and
not
that
be the
is
first to
good.
die upon its peak.
Boop. Oh, god damn it. Enemies. Okay, bring it. Mom says, I do like this character's voice. Very soothing. He could make the phone book sound sexy. Yeah, I mean, and he's the same voice actor who did the first one. Like, the character is the same. Clearly.
I'm
But, like-
uncomfortable with what your mom just said. Please don't read
Shit!
Please don't read the phone book. Old, very scarred man.
Okay, looks like Mal is down. Yeah, the counter windows are pretty small, but I don't think they're unreasonable. I'm just out of practice. Like, again, if I played Batman Arkham Asylum or whatever, I think my skills would come back very quickly. You may recall that, like, I kept harping on the awesomeness of Scarlet Nexus from last year, and I had played Trials of Mana for like a year, and it was fine, but it used a similar real-time combat mechanic like Scarlet Nexus. But Scarlet Nexus moves way faster, so when I got used to Scarlet Nexus and got good at it, when I then played Trials of Mana felt really, really, really slow. Like, super crazy slow. And I'm like, oh, my brain and reflexes just aren't up to it yet. I love the Batman games, but it's been a long time since I played them, so I think if I played the Batman games and then played this, I would have that rhythm back real quick. Alright, do I discard the equipment card for 5 max life?
Your
Yes.
mom is asking after the voice actor. Let me look up Hand of Fate.
Yes.
Voice. Let me do this into the microphone. Voice
Yes, please.
actor. Hand of Fate.
Damn it.
Narrator asshole.
You know, the monk. I will retrieve the weapon.
A
Damn.
remnant of the Templars and their religious righteousness.
I will take it.
Anthony Scorty.
Pry the weapon from the frozen hand and continue up the mountain before the raider has a chance to free himself. I'm wondering if doing the max life thing is a good idea on this mat, because I'm just constantly below my max life, so it doesn't matter. I can't survive long enough to get my health up.
Old witches. I have a fondness for them, but I would not trust them.
Deft eye, slower spin, reduce the speed of a wheel gambit. There's a wheel gambit? Interesting. I haven't seen one of those yet. There weren't very many gambits in the first one. There was just,
My loathing for gnomes and my despair that the world is becoming less strange and arcane as the Empire spreads.
There was just, the cards. There weren't dice or anything else. So this is a new one for us. You trespass on gnomish ground, humans! The voice calls out as a dozen small creatures leap from trees around you. The penalty for this transgression is death! Make your peace with your gods. Okay.
How about you make your peace with these knots?
Right? If you can add anything to the game, what would it be? That's a good question. I would say if I could add anything, it would be the visual elements to the fight, because the flow of combat is a little bit faster, and I keep fumbling my buttons, but that's probably a personal problem more than it is a game problem, honestly. Gnomes, furiously territorial, trespass in gnomish lands and face the consequences. Pesky, persistent, and impossible to hit. Gnomes cause snare. Evade to avoid or struggle to break free. Gnomes can only be deterred with a finisher. Okay.
Oh, that's a lot of dinguses.
Yep, lots of dinguses.
Oh, God,
Oh
I'm
my
scared.
god! What the fuck? Get on!
Oh,
Ow!
God.
Ow!
Jesus Christ.
Well, you know what? There is not enough shit kicking in games. I have long said this. This may be my new favorite enemy type. That was possibly my most favorite thing ever in either Hand of Fate games. That was extremely fun. I want to do more of that.
Hey man, want to go gnome kicking after hours?
I need to put Gnomish Exchange in my deck all the time. The battered gnomes pick themselves up from the battlefield and approach you cautiously. Alright, the penalty for this transgression is no longer death. We'd like to parlay. We seek arms to defend ourselves, a gnome declares loudly. Hand over some of your equipment and we'll release you. We can even pay you something. I'll give you some food for a helmet, one of the small folk exclaims. I'll share the secrets of this land for a ring, another chimes. Give me a weapon, I can wield one for my brother. We've got gold, the toothless gnome calls out.
Oh, now they want to play friends.
So... No. I'm not giving you shit. The gnomes quickly retreat into the trees, peering at you from the shadows until you leave. Oh, and I don't get the token? I have to give them one of my equipment cards to get the token? Oh.
That's
fine.
okay. We're gonna go
He has
gnome kicking
done
again. It's
rather
fine.
better than I in the
Yeah.
time that has passed.
Ah. So the maiden was from the first game. She did the same thing, too. That's awesome. Did you hear what he said?
I didn't.
That she's done better than him in the 100 years. Because I think in the first game she was the forest maiden. So she was younger. I didn't realize it was going to be the same person. That's really interesting. For centuries, I have helped the mortals who find themselves lost in the forest. Is there anything that may help your journey? Yes. Longer life, please. May you live a long life, she says, and with a fragile wave of her hand, you feel a warm sensation through your body. I've gained 10 max life. Hoorah.
Woo!
Avalanche.
For Mama Falcon, I did look up the voice actor. It looks like he's both a voice and screen actor. And he's got a million credits. Dude's been in a lot of stuff.
That's cool. Alright, hopefully I perform better in this fight. I also haven't been using my campfire to heal after getting the shit kicked out of me. Which is probably, like, what this is trying to teach me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Genergy says this looks like a fun sport in the making in regards to gnome kicking.
Yes! Let's all kick a gnome. What's Weird Al's holiday?
Weasel Stomping Day?
Weasel Stomping Day, yes. Need a little bit of weasel stomping.
Smash there, Weaselly skulls right in.
That's the
It's
one.
tradition, that makes it okay.
Such a good song.
Weasel Stomping Day.
Did you see the behind the scenes where he accidentally made all the background singers laugh?
I didn't.
They were trying to sing the chorus, but you know, they were listening to the song, and apparently Weird Al didn't tell anyone he was adding the sound effects.
Oh, yeah.
So they made the splush sound, and all of the background singers just started losing their shit, and Weird Al apologized for adding the sound effects. Just in the, you know, I'm sorry, I forgot that I did that and didn't tell you.
Sorry for. Although you can hear them holding to their barely holding onto their composure in the song.
Yes, exactly. The clash of steel rings out, echoing through the peaks. The mountains will. Yeah, whatever. All right. If I take too much damage here, oh, never mind. I
I think your mom has a new celebrity crush.
I will dig him out. I haven't done that yet. You brave the cold and free the raider from his icy grave. He takes a moment to catch his breath and says, "You saved me. Though we are enemies by blood, take my blessing and leave me to my thoughts." Oh, I get a blessing for it.
Sweet.
Okay, so I need to do those more. Okay, we will not ascend yet. But we've got another blizzard. Yeah, I'm probably going to need to heal after this one. Because I'm really hurting here. Yeah, definitely now. Yep. Okay, so let's do the camp.
Campfires will always offer warmth and heat, but they also change with each challenge. Be prepared.
Interesting. A figure appears from out of a swirl of frost and snow. It is a northerner. "I come in peace," he says. "I make the pilgrimage to the high priestess. I mean you no harm." Without waiting for approval, he slumps down beside you and warms his hands by the fire. "In my youth, I once fancied a northerner warrior. She almost cut off my head when I serenaded her. Malcalypse plucks a mournful... Oh, that's Malcalypse. Plucks a mournful note on his lute. Young love, eh? Yeah, whatever. Alright. I will sell the knight's sword.
I am
I
living
will-
for this music. It is so nice.
Right. I will buy food. And then I am going to... Oh, interesting. I will buy the one food and then immediately discard it. So I gain 5 max life. Okay. And now I will cook food. There we go. So I've expended 5 food to get 25 hit points back. Alright. Okay. Alright, I'm good with this. It's still a risk, but...
Companion has his own story.
Oh, no.
We must
Here we go,
wonder
Akamura.
if this is a tale of a hero or a villain.
You arrive at... Oh, hello, Scott. 21035. Thank you for joining the stream. You arrive at the city markets to meet with Malcalypse's associate. Malcalypse's associate. You find him sitting on a...
dear.
Huh?
Oh, dear.
You find him sitting on a blanket by the sewer gates. You can't tell whether he's a goblin, a human, or an animate pile of greasy rags. Great.
It's Neil.
A few wilted daisies and duckweed tied with a rope are flopped on the ground around him. Merc! Malaclypse calls to the creature, arms outstretched. I have a favor to ask you, my handsome friend. The greasy goblin man raises a hand to stop the bard's prattle. 10 gold first, you know that. Well, I don't have the money. The goblin man looks affronted. Malaclypse places a consoling hand on him. Don't be mad, he doesn't know how a kind work. Merc crosses his arms and turns his back to you. Malaclypse makes soothing noises. Look here, Merc, we'll be back before you know it with the gold, okay? Okay, so I have to pay 10 gold to continue that chain. That's fine. This is just not a good encounter for me to do that in. I should go back and see if I can redo the old ones.
With old magic.
And maybe get, shit. You take a sip of the putrid potion and feel your stomach churn. I knew I shouldn't have substituted the cloudberries for bogberries, she says, comforting you. Choose the righteous path and you'll find blessings on your way, I'm sure. You step outside in the blistering cold. Alright. Another blizzard. I take pain.
It's so cold up there.
It is very cold. Oh, God.
Why 3?
Ah! Yeah, with 3 quick shuffles, it's very hard for me to see where... Oh, my God. Heroic sacrifice. Yes. I will... Oh, I have to sacrifice the first one, if any of them. No. I'll keep them. Because I think I can handle this. This is going to be tough, though. I might have to do another camp after this, depending on how much damage I take. I'm going to do my best, but if I fail, I'm going to see if we can go back and do... Like, if we can redo the older challenges, but for different encounters.
Don't let them hit me! I'm too handsome for violence.
No one's too handsome for violence, Malaclypse.
Ow! Pretty sure I blocked that one, but maybe not. Shit! Yeah, the unblockable attacks I'm really struggling with. Oh, I think I'm going down. I'm gonna try my best. Oh, he's gonna do the throw! There we go.
You can do it.
How do I use my that? Like that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. At least I got 2 guys with it.
There we go. One more down.
Ah!
Oh!
Oh, man, that's tough. That is definitely a thing, like that. That's my skill. That is not the game.
Now
Or maybe
death
my lack of
comes
skill.
to you. This story ends here.
Ledge says, Pyro, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop dying. I'm trying, Ledge.
Not my dad, Ledge.
Alright. Would you like to enable apprentice mode? This makes combat easier by increasing your damage and automating ripostes and finishers, but leaving everything else identical. Steam leaderboards will be disabled. You can toggle it. I mean, no, but thank you for asking me. Like, I'm glad it has an easy mode. You know what I mean?
It's my fate running. I'll die if I want to. Die if I want to. Die if I want to.
Alright, so I went back to the Magician Challenge. I just want to see what I can do. So we add Gnomish Exchange. Malaclypse's Problem, Market Thief. Let's get rid of Arm Wrestling. I mean, I know there's a token on that one, but I want to see what some of the others are. Let's add the Peasant's Son and Pauper Plague. No. Let's get rid of Pauper Plague. Let's add Lost Boy. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then for equipment, we have the Shield. Defend 30 attacks from enemies to unlock this token, 5 of 30. Okay, cool. So that does carry over. We'll keep the Warrior's Axe in this case. We don't need the Soldier's Sword. Do any of these have tokens? Only Winter's Bane, but that is against Northerners, right? Yeah, I don't need that one, then. And since I don't know what these do, let's add the Ruby Ring. Actually, fuck the Warrior's Axe, and then let's add the Aegis, since I don't know what that does either. Oh, and the Bastion of Purification, I guess? Yeah, okay. And then I can't take a supply with me, so... Where's my Knight's Axe, then? Or my Knight's Sword? I don't know where my Knight's Sword is. Alright, let's do it. So yeah, I just want to go back just to see how this works.
The Empire abdicating its role and leaving the protection of their people to the lazy, thoughtless, and malign.
Alright, so this is similar to a
To
roguelike.
anticipate the changes the usurper might make. 22 challenges I offer you that will help you to understand the many ways in which the cards may fall. I do not know what Callus will do when we meet him, but I hope you will be ready when we arrive.
Oh, it's time to go gnome kicking again. So this is immediately fun. Yeah, alright. So, yeah, so it's roguelite. You can go back and redo challenges you've already cleared in order to unlock more tokens and stuff in a slightly safer environment. So I think when I take on the High Priestess again, I'm going to have to use, like... Alright, you know what? I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of this. This card might just have to be a permanent part of the encounters deck. Because the thing is, it's also a really easy encounter. So, like, you know,
gnomes.
when you have a challenge that's really tough, like the High Priestess, like, you want to use encounters that you know you can beat. Come on, douche.
Hoof him.
I can't. He's being an asshole.
Hoof him.
I can't. He's being an asshole.
Stop being an asshole and get hoofed.
You're not glitched, are you? Okay, there we go. Huffed.
Right in the gooch.
Ah. The battered gnomes pick themselves up. Yup. Okay, I will give you my Cardinal Blade, which I don't want to do, but I will give it to you to get that token. You surrender the equipment to the gnomes. Satisfy the offer payment in return. I get 15 gold. And 20 gold. And 25 gold. Holy shit.
Some rich-ass gnomes.
Mighty war machine to be sure, but however will we wield it? He turns to his brother, and together with the other gnomes, they heave the weapon into the bushes and out of sight. I still don't get my token? Oh man, so I wonder if I need to give them a specific piece of equipment, and then I can unlock the token. But at least I've got the gold.
Themselves in these dire positions, and then expect a hero to come rescue them when things become too much.
Hero by Skillet just popped in my head. At least we've got the gold that we can handle Mel's associate now. While patrolling the outskirts of Westwind, you hear the clash of steel and the unmistakable groan of corrupted. Your investigation leads you to a distressed nobleman perched on the roof of his carriage. Thank the gods I was heading to tea with Duke Gilbert when we were ambushed. My footmen left me here to fight them off, but the brawl has now dispersed into the forest. The noble peers fearfully at the tree line. If you stay here and protect me, I can pay. Okay. I've got 25 gold. You linger near the nobleman's carriage in case the corrupted reappear. Just beyond the trees, you can hear the blood-curdling sounds of combat. Eventually, the sounds of battle die down. Only the screams of the tormented remain. A single Empire soldier flees wide-eyed back toward you. I'm glad to see you're out here making friends while we spill our blood to protect you. Appeal to their sense of duty to defend Westwind. I think I can do 12. Come on, baby. There we go.
Are a constant reminder of death. The singular is die, as I'm sure you know, and they are often called bones for the material from which they were crafted. Here, however, they may also bring a touch of life.
Indeed. Alright. We're soldiers of the Empire, not mercenaries for hire. Good luck defending the town. The men hoist the noble upon their shoulders and march on. No recruits join your cause. So I succeeded, but didn't get anything out of it.
Your supplies
What
are
assholes.
running low. Make your choices carefully.
Oh, we'll be alright. We fight to free them. This I can handle.
Oh, are we getting new pals?
Yep. Friends.
I'll have you know my friend here is killed far better than you.
I'm seeing the pattern with these guys. When you successfully block all of their attacks in their combo, that's when they get knocked physically backwards. So if they don't get knocked physically back, I need to be ready to re-counter or evade. See, you learn how to fight these guys every time you do it. The enemies are consistent. The question is whether you just learn from it or whether you take shots like I'm taking. You can also get body armor eventually to try to help. I'm just struggling with my reaction times.
And part of that is
go ahead.
Part of that is you're putting the show on.
Maybe, but that is regardless a me problem rather than
the game.
Yeah, rather than the game. I'm okay with a me problem. Like, me problems are fine. That's just, you have to get better. I mean, I'm not one of those gatekeeper gamers who's a very, like, get good scrub type. But at the same time, there is something to be said that you do have to improve your skills in order to get better at games and life. So,
and the nice thing
there's
is,
a balance in
for
there.
this game, it's not that hard to build up your skill.
Yeah, you just have to kind of bash your head in for a while to get it. But Ruby Ring, Bless Life, gain 10 max life when you have more blessings than curses. Ring, any number of rings can be equipped at one time. Okay, what's the Aegis? Buckler, Defend, adds +1 to weapon charge. Eat less, every third step does not consume food. Oh, okay, so it's a shield that gives me a food buff. I like that. And then this one is also a shield. Against Corrupted Defend, causes 30% of weapon damage to attackers, but it's heavy. One-handed weapon required. Use Defend or to block attacks from range. Alright, well, I'm going to stick with the... What is the Cardinal Blade? I have to riposte. Oh! No, that's my weapon attack. Alright, that's fine. I'll take the Ruby Ring.
Oh, maybe the gnomes want one of those rings?
Yeah, but it's too late for that. I mean... Because, like...
I mean, too late now, but... We could always go gnome punting in the next one.
Exactly. I want that token. The Westwind Tower bell chimes feverishly. The town crier bellows. There's corrupted inside the town. We will join the soldiers.
We haven't improved our defenses since last time.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine. Okay. Oh. I get an introductory thing because I have a new gear. Or not. Yeah, shield. When the skies are darkened by your enemy's volleys, fight in the shade of this personal wooden bulwark. Okay. The corrupted, at least, are nice and easy. These guys you can just button mash to victory. Did they kill one of the... Okay, no. I was like, did they kill one of the soldiers? That would have been...
bothersome.
A really pathetic showing out of the Imperials. Basically kick the gnomes for a get-rich-quick scheme. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, as you play the game, you start to learn I'll take the sword, but I will not equip it. No, I will equip
this
it.
for its holy virtues or its cutting
And
edge?
the food. Okay. So, yeah, the more you play the game, the more you know what you can get away with and what you can do, what equipment works best for you, and so on, which is flippin' brilliant. I'm probably going to start Hand of Fate 1 over again because it's been just long enough since I played it that I don't remember all my encounters, and I think that would screw up my deck building. But the great thing about this game is it's relatively short. Like, you're seeing each round. If I don't talk, each round is only like 15 to 20 minutes. They do get longer as you get deeper and further in the challenges, but like it's a good quick hit game if you don't have a lot of time to play. So fucking go buy Hand of Fate, even if the developer is gone. Like, just buy it. It's a great game. You arrive at the city markets to meet with Malaclypse's associate. Yeah, okay, here's the gold. Malaclypse steps forward as Merc counts the coins. Merc, old bean! The bard looks furtively around before quickly waving at his shoulder. I require help in removing a certain illness. Merc considers Malaclypse for a while. That kind of information costs more than a few coins. You splutter indignantly. I will require a test of skill from him. He turns and points at you. Pick a flower and eat it. The crazy florist displays his meager wares. Malaclypse nods as if there was a fair request. Daisy, a forget-me-not, or a luminous purple flower. Why do I have a feeling the luminous purple flower is poisoned?
I mean, you don't want to eat the forget-me-not either.
Why? Is that poison?
I think it poisons pets.
I'll eat the purple, because I like purple, so I will eat the purple. The flower has a crispy, burnt texture. Oh, God, I have to roll a 15 out of 18? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we'll re-roll all of them. Jesus. Well, that was great.
You can always try again, if you survive, of course.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna turn this figure sideways and shove it up your ass. You feel an intense wave of heat emanate from your stomach to your neck as you collapse to the floor. You wake to Malaclypse splashing you with water. Merc has left, and you see him attempting to steal a seed bun from the baker's stall. We'll come back at later and try again. I hate him. I hate Malaclypse. I'm gonna burn him alive.
Here's a token
Market
for
thief again.
If you can earn it.
All right, let's see if we can deal with him again.
He doesn't even help out all that much.
Who?
Malaclypse.
His magic is actually disrupting the enemy, so it's not too bad. He is okay. He's a hard okay. Finally got that. You leap over the rolling apples and tackle the thief to the ground. I gain 2 fame. The thief struggles to break free. If you let me keep these items and let me go, I'll let you in on a secret. Alright. Do not worry about your stuff, the thief says as he dusts himself off. Think of it as an investment. My name is Merrick. Perhaps I could teach you a thing or two, and if you prove yourself... He pauses. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
What's up with all these M names?
Meet me at noon in 2 days at the Market Plaza, and we can talk more then. And with that, Merrick disappears back into the crowd. Oh yeah, Merrick, and Malaclypse.
Nicely done.
This is the mage. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a common thing in this world or whatever.
I don't see why you should get them out.
Shut up, mage. Kick your ass. Oh man, this is so fun. Alright, come on, douche.
Come along, douche.
Oh, that breaks my combo. No wonder I haven't had that available. Yeah, every time I'm hit, it breaks my combo for doing my super attack, which this sword I get. I unlock its token by doing the super attack, so I have to be really cautious with my button mashing. Yeah, this is just going to be a question of fucking practice. which is fine. Just have to do it. Okay, I gained 2 recruits, and I believe that's the finale.
Another chance to
Yep,
redeem
so I will search for more recruits
Let's
and
see
instead
how
go
you handle
south.
it this time.
General store, I can skip that. Because there's nothing there for me.
Children.
Lost boy! Here we go.
It's hard to conceive that either of us were ever such.
Right? I just had that very epiphany with the Akamura the other day. He's just a small child, you overhear. A deeper voice growls. We have to take him to the dungeons or else he'll run straight to whatever northern clan he's spawned from and show them where our outpost is. That's a shifty looking kid. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him, says Malcolebs. Well, kick him, like he was a goblin. I will save the boy. Unsheathing your weapon, you demand they let the boy go. The Empire soldiers are unmoved by your threat. Oh, God. Yes, because I get a gold penalty from this, I will sacrifice my companion to discard the monster card. I'm okay with that, even though that means I'm not going to have Mal with the boss fight. I think I can handle the boss fight without him, especially since I'll have friends. Interesting. So this is why you have to plan ahead, you know?
Yeah. Did that man just swear?
I don't know. Whooboosh! Do the... Okay. Wow, that was a lot of damage against that guy. Damn it. Man, I've really got to get my reaction time quicker again with those markers. Oof. Oops. I didn't see what that said. Oh, God. Oh, that hurts. The boy disappears into the forest, and soon you hear him howl from a short distance. The raiders come out of hiding, and the boy shouts, "Their outpost is that way! I will stop them!" Oh, God, that's so many enemies I'm gonna have to solo.
You can do it!
That was an Ouroboros in the corner. He was eating his own butt. Isn't that what Ouroboroses do or whatever?
Yep, snakes eat their own butts. Apparently, they can actually do that, and it's a pain in the ass to get them to stop. Let's not own snakes.
No problem. If I recall, they're kinds of pains in the ass to fucking deal with.
I do know a couple of people who own snakes, and apparently the main problem is that they'll pee into their own drinking water.
I mean, honestly, it sounds like something Nisi would do when she got a little too excited and didn't pay attention to what she was doing.
Yeah.
Maybe this is just the problem because I'm talking instead of playing so much. I don't know. All I know is I want to play more of this game, which is great because, you know, I like it, so...
Yeah.
Sometimes I keep forgetting that I'm allowed to play games for pleasure and not the show. Which... It's a little hard of a mentality to get out of, what with doing the show for 10 years and such. The sounds of swords clashing draws out the guards from the outpost. After apprehending the northern raiders, the captain of the outpost hands you a reward. I've gained fame and money, but not the token. Ah!
The shadow folk appear to have found your trail.
Crap.
You follow frenzied rumors of vampires and werebeasts to a derelict farm deep within the lowlands. A thin farmer tilling the rocky soil looks up in desperate hope at your approach. Please, our little Timos was taken by a monster with bloody claws and gleaming eyes. They came through the walls. He points a shaking finger at the hills. Sure enough, you find the boy huddled at the back of a menacing cave. As you draw near, hulking cloaked figures emerge from the shadows to surround you.
Ah, crap.
Hero, one of the beasts hiss. We knew you would take this simple bait. Now relinquish your power. You draw your weapon. Shadows can counterattack. Light weapons are recommended. Okay, well, that's fine. Alright. I will say at least the loading screens are more interesting to look at than they used to be in the original game. You are ugly, sir. The royal lines of
his
Lysa
feelings.
Hora houses are blessed with privilege and, more importantly, power. Elders can summon shadows before entering blood madness. Use evade to get rid out of their attacks. Got it. Okay. Alright, what am I supposed to do here? Oh, okay!
You can stop that right now.
Alright, so when he does the yellow attacks, I'm just going to have to evade, 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 evade. And when he's doing the blue, that's a double. So now he's going to do the yellows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now he settles down. I can do double blocks. And then attack. 1. Oh! 1. Huh. Oh, I think I missed that attack. This is a good boss fight. Come on, douche. Yeah, nothing here is like... Nothing here is beyond my ability. This is just me having to learn the fights. There's 4. Now I can attack. Ow! Yeah, none of this is beyond my ability. I just have to do better. I just have to get good. In the good way. And now he's gonna do this shit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I can attack. And now we start dodging. Come on. Gotcha!
Gotcha,
See?
bitch!
You just gotta learn the fights, man. You learn the fights, you learn how they are. Sometimes you die, but whatever. You learn it, you get better, and then you're able to continue. Weeping, the peasant falls to embrace his son. Thank the gods, Timos! Thank the gods! I gain 4 fame. The small family gathers a dusty bundle of what they can in gratitude. I gain 10 max life. I gain 20 life. I gain 5 food. Alright, now, can I use the campfire here? Nope! Okay. This is gonna be a wee bit difficult, but let's do it.
This sadly is what passes for a magician in these troubled times. Centuries I spent administering the game of life and death, all to make our kind powerful, all dust now.
Meh, it's all dust now.
Alright. I should be okay. Oh god, I shouldn't have done the rousing speech. Oh well. Oh, I guess there's no negative. Alright, so as I finish this up, there's one last thing I want to do. Legit. I actually want to play the first game again, just for a second, because I want you guys to hear something. I know that's going to sound weird. Well, actually, never mind. I just looked at the clock and I'm not going to have time. This actually went just a hair longer than I thought it would. And I have plans.
Again,
so,
with the things taking 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But I promise, if you're part of my Discord, I will do this game more on Discord because I fucking love this game. So, and Ledge has been very kind and has been posting the link to the Discord. It's also in the video description. And again, I'll put the link to the game there also when I'm done here. But, yeah, so join the Discord. You'll see more of this in the future. I definitely promise, because this is, ow, extremely fun! Ow! But, my time is unfortunately running out real quick. Once the corrupted behemoth falls, yeah.
Thanks, bud. Bye.
Alright, so we cleared it again, so I've got, for accepting the Thief Merrick's offer, I have unlocked Pickpocket as an encounter card. And that's all I got out of the deal. You know what? Never mind, we're okay. So I'm going to stop this game. Just hang on to your butts, everybody.
Butts held.
Because I'm going to run Hand of Fate 1, because I just want you to hear something. I know that sounds weird, but there's a specific sound effect in Hand of Fate 1 that I want you to hear. And also, for anyone asking exactly how Hand of Fate 1 goes, this way you'll be able to kind of see it. So, just in case you weren't around back then when I did this game the first time.
So soon. I knew you would not falter.
Shut up. Ah, you're just as annoying.
Admire your methods, brutal as they are.
Great. I'm going to start over somehow. Maybe.
Make your choices.
Reset progress, that's it. Yes, I will reset completely.
One more for the game. Come, sit. You have passed the 13 gates. And you come to my table to play the game of life.
I don't know why the subbies are off pace, but roll with it.
Your stake is wagered. I refuse none who come here. Yet, I say, turn back.
Absolutely not, dickhole. See, his face isn't all fucked up in this one.
Yeah.
The game.
Something happened to him.
Something
One
bad.
lives and one dies. Let us
Guess
see
which one
what
you
are
are.
made of.
Okay, so the sound effect I want you guys to hear, every time the tokens come into play, that little jar that is sitting next to him, he lifts the lid and gives you a token and then puts the lid back. It is one of the most satisfying sound effects I've ever heard in gaming, and I don't know why. It's just wonderful.
Here is the first member of my court, the Jack of Dust.
I kind of like this effect,
12 in
these
all
graphical
must
effects
fall
better than in
before you
2.
challenge me. The cards fall where they may.
But you can see that
We
it's
begin.
basically the same game. I need to change the coloring on the graphics, though. There it is. I need the attack indicators to be blue-yellow. That's going to confuse the shit out of me. Alright. So, I'm just going to... Oh, yeah, see, there's the maiden.
Fair Merith. I'm not surprised
Merith?
to find that
Another
this
M name.
encounter remains vivid in your memories.
Yeah, so I will take a longer life. Thank you. Great. Okay.
A little extra
Yup,
help.
got it. All I want to hear is the
Only a
clank,
moment
and then
respite.
I'll continue. Leave the weapon. Don't care. Mr. Lionel.
I was never a fan of illusion.
Mr. Lionel is one of the
Here,
dudes
I'll make
who's
an
like, you give him what he wants, and then you will get some good shit.
You can now reflect your opponent's ranged attacks.
Yep,
using
I know.
your shield.
Yep, go down the
Make good use of
stairs.
this skill if you
The
wish to
tutorial match, obviously, is
You
very
are on the
quick.
final floor of our simple map.
Uh-huh,
Your
draw a
opponent
monster
waits
card,
there.
I have to fight dudes.
Find him.
Right. I would say the first game is probably easier if you do want to avoid, like, an extreme challenge. Oh god, the volume is very loud in this one. Hold on a minute. I need to turn that down so I'm not blowing out your eardrums, everybody.
Sorry, everyone.
Alright. That should be better. Okay. Go!
You can now counter
Yep,
your
yep,
opponent's
yep,
attacks.
I know.
Hit the counter button when you see the flashing indicator.
Yeah, see, they wait a bit longer before they strike you now. Or, I guess, compared to number 2, you can see how much more attacks I can get off. Like, it's more button mash friendly. So I find the combat in the first game much, much easier. For better or worse. You can take that as you will and let it drive your purchasing decisions. Alright. We're gonna try to sneak up and kill these guys.
Choose from these options.
Yep, got it. Okay, I can draw an equipment card, so I've got a new sword.
A moment.
I've got some
savor.
food.
That will make you
Open
much
the
more
jar so everyone can hear the little tink noise, because I love the little tink noise. God damn it! Don't make me do another one! I'll kill you, mage. Ah, I don't want to
You
fight
have
the
reached
Jack of
my
Duck.
first
There.
champion. A good man driven to madness by a
What?
war that took all from him. Wife and
Did I skip the noise?
kin.
After
Such
hyping it
dark
up?
and bright
Whatever.
iron I forged my
I've already
tools.
done this too
Now
long
I
anyway.
see your metal.
I mean the stream. It's a very satisfying noise. Go buy both Hand of Fate games.
Yes.
Some enemy attacks cannot be blocked or countered. Get out of the way or stop them with your own counterattack.
Ow. Yeah, this is... The combat is much slower paced in the first game. And you can button mash with more success. Is that better? Is that worse? That's up to you to decide as a player. But I'm definitely able to be a lot more aggressive like this. There are no health meters, for better or worse, either. Ow. And you get that little pause right before there's an attack. I think you could turn that on in the second game. So maybe that's the problem. Oh, he's gonna put the
Down
lid
to
back
the
on.
wilds with him.
I'm gonna shut up now so you can hear this.
The grave, poor soul.
It's such
One
a satisfying
champion's
little
been sent to
noise.
cabinet. Yet we are only at the start of our
He
road.
talked over it.
You
What an
will face
asshole.
11 more opponents who will test your strength, your memories, and your resolve.
Yep, so those are all encounter cards.
None reach the last. We have wagered, and you have won. You may claim your rewards, yet I will also claim mine. As you improve, so do I. Balance must be retained. Shall we deal again?
That's a really good place to end the stream on. He's such an interesting character, and I don't know anything about him. So anyway, that's Hand of Fate 2 and Hand of Fate 1. I highly recommend the games. I did not get them for free. All of the Hand of Fates I bought myself. They are excellent. Go buy them, go play them, and I will stream them more on the Discords and the such, and the Twitches, what with the Twitch integration and such. So hopefully you enjoy these. Stick around, hit the subscribes and all of that crap. You know the drill. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again next week for another stream. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Follow the links.
Bye.
Kick some gnomes.
Yeah,
It's,
fun damn gnomes.
Good family fun.
Oh no, it fits. It fits.
It fits.
Kick them gnomes. Shove your foot right up the gnome ass.